Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is the first time, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit the all selection under the subscribe so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you really truly resonate with the videos that I'm putting out and you really resonate with it, you know, if you're feeling comfortable enough, let me know where you're watching it from, or, you know, give me, you know, a comment, whether you agree or you disagree. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And, you know, give a thumbs up and share. It'll be greatly appreciated. Anybody who's going through to get to where you're trying to overcome, or different things you're trying to level up to, or different things you're trying to bring into your fruition, and you're working hard, keep going, keep pushing. Every door that you know you're trying to go to is locked. Just keep pushing. You know, stay disciplined. Don't sleep on yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Stay persistent, consistent, optimistic, you know, discipline, and just keep on going for yourself. You never know what it can lead you up to. So I'm sending so many, you know, so many different, whatever you're needing, I'm sending that towards you a million times. Follow anybody who's coming in with nefarious ass vibe, Decepticon-ass energy, whatever that is staying with you. Okay, we're not condoning, we're not claiming, we're not embodying, we're not consuming. No, just not. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, your destiny never forgets the intended person. You know, your destiny is where your destiny is, no matter what is taking place. A lot of things is going on to where it may make you feel, it may make you second guess or doubt. You know, your faith is really being tested right now. You know, for you to be able to look past what you're seeing on the surface. Everything is not what it seems. You're going through these life cycles, and some of them can be repeated, but there are certain things that you knew that you were making decisions where it was self-gratifying, or it was something because you got put into a uncomfortable circumstance or uncomfortable situations. And these are the different things where your mind will remind you of certain scenarios that you remember when you made that decision. You remember what happened, or you remember what this was done, or remember what was said, or, you know, these moves are making, and you start having to go through these things until you feel like, I got the power to stand in and create anything I want to. You know, your mind is a powerful weapon. Why do you feel like people try to control that? People try to manipulate that, or people try to convert it to be a certain way. You know, see in a certain way, speak a certain way, feel a certain way, vibrate a certain way. And when you know you are the co-creator, you're the author of the book of life. Everything that you're going through was fulfilling that book anyway. And, you know, much props to daggone Bob Marley for saying that. You know, we got to fulfill the book. You know, if you don't take a stand, you'll fall for anything. These are different things that are taking place into your life, where you're seeing the greater good taking place into your life. You know, you may have felt like, you know, I hold a purpose to change humanity. How am I going to do that? I'm just one person. You just don't realize the way you move, how you speak to people, the love that you give, that people are appreciating. And yeah, that people are really truly appreciating. You don't know. Somebody can come back. It could have been the truth that they probably got pissed off at you saying. And then when it started really sinking in, it kept on bringing that reminder where it echoed, because this was something that universe needed you to be able to speak just towards other people. You don't know how your kindness, your love, your compassion, when you are calling people out, because you can see they got so much potential if they'll tap into it. So many people got so many gifts that they'll allow themselves to be strongly living through that, instead of worrying about the judgment of what people will see, there's a lot of times where God gives us a view only we can see, a path that sometimes we don't understand. But it's just like, this ain't your point to be trying to prove to somebody, or I'm righteous, or I'm good, I'm this. There'll be people in your life that's just going to overcount that. If this is something they can't afford, what do? Put it on the shelf. or some folks are still the mess, depending on what kind of mentality and the mindset they got. But a lot of times when you are overpriced and they ain't got the money for that, they will put you back. And that is okay. Because now it's like, even you have to be in that vibe where, you know what, I don't care if I gotta stand alone. I don't care if I don't have that support. I don't care if people don't care about me. I don't care if people are not returning that love. But when I'm saying I'm putting that love towards myself, or I'm allowing myself to be authenticated by what reality I choose. You know, how we see people is how we see ourselves. How we see circumstances is how we see ourselves. If I can say I'm looking at circumstances don't adapt to me, or you even seeing that you in your situation and you're here and you're not here, it feels like you're very detached from that old reality, because you got a whole different mindset. A whole different mindset to where your destiny is begging for you. What is waiting for you is waiting for you. Everything that is changing into your life was for your greater good. It just has to be you to be able to see that. You had to be able to see the love and support where people seeing your potential before you did. You got this vibe about you, like, I mean, you just gravitate towards a lot. Or you could be that person that is like, you are blunt, but it's like now you use discernment and you know, like, man, look, I can say something that'll crush somebody's whole reality about their self and their existence. But you choose not to do that anymore. Now when it's set to, like, you know what, you've been quiet enough. There'll be sometimes where you ready to come out, and it's like you're healing on that healing journey. You got certain people, a certain person that really want to pull that out of you. And a lot of times it's like when you decide to stay quiet for a long time, and it could be that one thing that pulled a wild hair, and it's like, I'm not gonna give the original reaction, or, you know, the way I choose to do things the old way. Let me remind you who I am in the real way. You know, and you really speak something, and it made more damage towards other things other than yourself, because you were in your truth. Like, you knowing where you stand your ground. You know, like, look, this is my destiny. I have control of that. You know, I got things that is sacred to me that nobody can steal. My mindset, my integrity, my self-respect, my self-worth, my growth. You can't take that from me unless I'm willing to give it to you. And that's not a sacrifice that you are no longer making. You're seeing the different things where you know, okay, I don't like this feeling I got. I don't like sacrificing. Let me go back to what is. And then it'll be karma will be on your ass until you learn to let go. Trust and believe. Whatever else is going behind that is just setting these. That's for your growth. But as well as just, but the fact is, the way they're doing it and how they're going about it, they're getting their karma too. Energies, this is all about life lessons. God is testing you. How are you going to be around certain individuals that you cannot stand, that made your life a living hell? They're like a hair bump, or they're like a hemorrhoid after you done ate a whole bag of nuts. You know, just, it's like one of those things. And if you going to keep your same energy you had where you are having in that mindset, there ain't nothing that's going to take me out of my peace today. God was like, oh, okay, you big dog. You walking, speaking, and moving gangster. Let me see. And add something to your life just that he know be that one that's going to set you off. He got confidence in you that you going to mean exactly what you said. You put that out in the beginning of the morning. You gave God grace. You gave everybody your spiritual enforcements, your spiritual backups, gratitude for the day. Y'all got me through a good night. I slept good. My dreams ain't as crazy as they were. You know, energy is just coming to me, even if it's coming to me in a way that's supposed to ripple me in a bad way. It's actually doing it for my highest good, because I'm allowing myself to listen to my intuitive. Like, this is like last week, it was all about seeing. Now this is like seeing, knowing, and everything. But it'll be a certain thing that I'll have to say repetitive, because that's what the focus is on the week. That's what it be feeling like to me. It's like, okay, now it's like your faith is being tested. Everything will start going wrong in your life, where it feel like things are breaking down, things are just not going right, and it's like you doing everything you possibly can, and that means it's working out for you. It's just like it's tearing down any kind of foundation that you building on, to where it's like you're getting strong. But it'll be certain a mindset or a thought, or where your thoughts go to or tend to go to. You know, you can start noticing your life is more, or your mindset is more on things that's making you grow now. The different things you can't wait to explore, the different things you can't wait to see, the people you may be wanting to meet. Being open to anything that's serving towards your highest good and blocking out everything else. It was all about your mindset. It was all about how you thought of others, how you thought of yourself. You know, some people you had to be able to accept, even when it was hurting you to do that. You have to love them from a distance. This ain't doing nothing but crippling you. This is nothing but holding you back. These are people that you would have did everything for, but it was just, the fact is, it was not what you were giving out. It was not being reciprocated. And if it's meant to, somewhere down the line, after they go through their awakening, after they go through their truth and their spiritual transmutation as well as their transition, if it's meant for fate, they'll meet back up with you, but they'll be on that level you are, or they're trying to reach that, and you may be that next person that's going to pull them that way. But they got to be wanting to help themselves, not backpack off of you. You know, not swap, you know, or steal. No, it has to be something where somebody's open to wanting to learn that growth, to where they're wanting to take notes off of you. Like, dang, I've seen the stuff that you were going through. And even then, you still try to have a good head on your shoulders. You still try to, make jokes, even when you were not feeling like life was life and what you wasn't mapping. Things weren't adding up for you. It was, it felt like more life was like on you more than it was rising you up. But what do they do with shit? You know what I'm saying? When they planting a seed, that's your fertilizer. You being built and growing and sprouting and blossom and just ascending in places that are not meant to ascend. That's why your destiny never forgets who you are, no matter what is being said to you or what things that people are trying to manipulate about you, or even if it's something your fear, pride, and ego is trying to force you to see. If you no longer like, oh, that's a part of my ego, it's like my heart is going to hold compassion for me. My heart and my soul is going to speak real to me. Hey, if you want to get to a different place or a higher foundation, you got to speak growth into yourself. You got to speak life into yourself. You got to speak, prosperity into yourself. And there's a lot of things that you need to do this G14 classified very covert. And I'm not talking about a narcissist, but your moves need to be very discreet. What you doing and what brings life into your life, very discreet. Because desperate times is coming for desperate measures. And people are trying to, I want to, they start trying to study you. I'm trying to get on that growth. How did you do that? Because you got to, this is that time where you're moving through that mindset, but also heavy in your intuitive and heavy in your discernment. And if you living through that, ain't nobody gonna be able to pull no wool over your eyes and piss outside and tell you it's raining. Okay? You gonna be able to feel, they trying to get in. Not every person is wanting to hear how you grow, how you came over things. It's the main people are the ones who set them traps for you. Or if they feel like you done left them out of love because you done called them out on what they were doing, and you don't push them back. And there'll be sometimes they may come into your mind, at times. There'll be a lot of times because they're thinking about you. You moving good, you living good, you looking happy. Even though you might not be there, but it's like in their mind saying, hold up, I ain't placed enough heartaches in their life, I ain't placed enough burdens and obstacles. I need to come back in their life, so history is starting to repeat itself. Some of these people are coming back Some of these people will promise you everything in the mother freaking world that you've been wanting for the longest time, for these people to finally show you, just to get you back on that vibe. Call you back. They missed the old you. They missed the one that was the gullible one, the naive one, the one that was just seeing the good out of everybody, and you were willing to, like, there's some things that wasn't even a red flag. It wasn't even a red tint. It was a red state, a red earth. Like, you were just dismissing everything that was showing you this situation is not for you. This person is not for you. Your mindset on what's connecting with that person is not for you. But you had to go through those life lessons. You had to learn. You had to experience. You had to see the different characteristics that you carry and they carry. Because a lot of times we connect with people like that either because they needed that blessing from us because it's something they prayed for, or something that person that just really walks. You know, sometimes it's subconscious, or sometimes it's just the mindset that they carry that you had to recognize what was in you. They're showing this is detrimental. Okay, this is being detrimental for your life, and you got to ship up and show out. And now you're going through those different things. So just know, you know, whatever God promised you is what he promised you. Okay. There'll be certain things that will place on you. The devil will make it look like, I will make it look like God ain't gonna ever bring anything into your life. So when you get to that point where you want to give up, you're gonna come running back to us because you have no choice. And emphasize and heavy on that weight of choice. There's a lot of times God will put you through those trials and tribulations just to see where your dedication is. How do you go by what he told you, what he promised you, or what he said? You know, you going really within when you know you are not giving up on yourself or giving up on what you want to create within your life and what's fair to you, what you're entitled to, and all these other things. You're moving in good intentions. You're healing exactly the way you're supposed to. You're seeing the process, even though it may have felt long. That's like a spiritual bit. Hiccups. I needed to feel that, and so did you. You know, when I'm saying that, you may have gone through a lot of upheavals that made you second guess anything. How's anything good coming out of this? Because you had to experience the worst. You had to be able to experience that and just keep walking with your head up high. And it's like when I said that, it reminds me of Narabi, I think that's what her name is, Simba's mama, when she seen all them cackling ass, heifer ass hyenas just, you know, just really going. And she had her head up high, not worried about that. You know, I'm the queen of this daggone pride land. There ain't nothing you taking from me. That's that crown of mine, that throne of mine is mine. Ain't nothing you gonna do to diminish that from my thought processes. If God say this is for me, I don't care who's against me. Who cares? You know, God trumps anything. You know, no pun on the Trump. You know, but it's just that these are different things where you're starting more and more to believe. Because a lot of times when we're dealing with some hellish situations, stuff that's just like, this is going to make me smile in the mugshot. I'm about to catch a case. He will put you through that. Just so it's like when you go out into the world and he sends you a certain way, he going to have people, you going to have people out there. Oh, they acting all holier than thou. Like, I can't humble them, or I can't put them in their place. When you had to deal with buffoonery like that, that person did not catch the memo and they about to fuck around and heavily find out. Okay? It's like you did not read the memo. You don't know my backstory. You don't know what I've done or what I've gone through, what I've faced, what I've challenged, what I've overcome. You know, for you to even come at me like that, you can just look. Don't call for me if don't come for me if I ain't call you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because me just doing my little, you know, going around and doing that, if God don't want me to just go ahead and be nasty about it, you know, hey, it is what it is. You have to have that mindset. It is what it is. Everybody was doing what they needed to do for them. Now it's time for me to do what I need to do for me. You know, I'm going to be open towards my foundation. I'm going to go where I belong. I'm going to go where I'm celebrated and loved, not where I'm tolerated and manipulated. That's not one thing. I ain't come to earth to be doing all that. You know, it's up to you where you feel like your life going to take you to. It's up to you how you see your life. It's up to you. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Much love to you. You know, whether you see this night, day, afternoon, it's timeless, whatever, you know, whenever is the God or universe that called you to see this, you know, I hope you can be able to get something out of it. I hope it makes you, you know, see a lot of things differently, or it makes sense on understanding why you had to go through what you go through. A lot of things we face, we really don't understand. We don't understand, especially if you know you're a good person. You're a good person and you move with good intentions and you try to understand why good things happen to bad, you know, good things happen. Bad things happen to good people. You know, I don't understand that a lot. But these are the ones that been through something, that got through something, to achieve something. And those are those ones, like, you want to be on their good side. You don't want to be on their bad side. You don't. Now, not one of those type of people, because you move, you know, like I said, you a spiritual assassin. You give the God, you give the devil pause at times, because it's like, you just keep coming out of the box and doing something towards anything that's attached to the devil, attached with any kind of low vibration attachments. You are really shaking, folks, because you are not the person you used to be. It's like, you know, you see that little video used to come on. I don't know if that was on Game of Thrones or whatever, you know, something I didn't watch like that. But it was just like, the woman was like, you know, I miss the old you. And she said, yeah, because I was easy to kill. It's like, now, it's like you can't do it no more. And they don't create a spiritual beast that they can't tame, baby. You meant to be in the wild. You know, the wild and open, you know. And it's just the things where you really putting true meaning to a warrior. And congratulations. Every time, you know, just keep being better than you were yesterday. Whatever what was a trigger to you, allow that to be temporary and allow that to become a strength, okay? So you keep going for yourself. So if you ever feel generous enough to drop a donation, Cash App is there. If you ever feel like connecting with me on my other social media handles, that's there as well as in the description box below. Much love. Namaste. God bless. And shalom. I say peace.